Hello everyone, this is Roxas1359. Welcome back to Let's Play Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Last time, we ended up attempting to destroy the clockwork parts, only to lock them into place and give birth to a new villain, Clockla. A villain with a stupid name that I will hold against her for all eternity. But in this part, we're gonna be stealing some fine art that is left within the game so that we can buy the remaining parts. And then what we'll do is we will be collecting the bottles as well. This is going to be the last of the side missions that we're going to be doing in the game. So first things first, we need to go back to episode 5, Tangled Web, in order to be able to get everything we need. So let's go back to Prague, shall we? So here we are back in Prague. I believe it's only Sly that can steal the fine art. So one thing about returning to other areas for me to get into, pretty much if you've completed the heights, a lot of the things will be taken out and guards will be a little bit less occupying of areas. But that doesn't mean that there are no guards, so keep that in mind. As we can see, the plane enemies still attack. And apparently the war here is still going on, even though we defeated the Contessa. So where is the fine art that's around here? Well, there's a couple that are around over here, and there's going to be one that is on the roof right there, as you can see. So pretty much I'll show off where the art is. All right, might as well steal some stuff because I'm gonna need as many coins as I can get. Sure, silver medals, gold medals, and everything don't get me much, but still it's better than nothing. And meanwhile, these guys are just attacking left and right. So here's a first piece of fine art. We have 50 seconds to get it back. Pretty much only, I believe, 2 pieces of art inside this area are booby-trapped. One of them is not. So let's get back. We have a couple of seconds left. Sometimes you'll cut these very close. And remember, if you get hit, then you will end up losing it. So let us sell what I have so far. All right, so that got us quite a bit of coins. So I think we have enough to buy the temporal lock and almost have enough for the Diablo Fire Slam. And we have enough for the Feral Pounce. So we'll buy the Feral Pounce right now. So let's go back, stealing some more fine art. Being the proper thief we are, we're stealing fine art instead of, you know, the usual stealing of clockwork parts. So our next one is going to be over this way. Gonna just go away. Seems the Contessa's tanks are still active for some odd reason. Now the next piece of fine art is going to be over this way. No, I didn't pass it. It should be over this way. Oh, we got guards. All right, let us take you out. And there's our next piece of fine art. So, it's booby-trapped as well, so we gotta take this back to the safe house. Frame rate kind of cut right there for some odd reason. Don't know why it did, but it did. Gonna just run away, I don't care. Whoa, that shot almost hit me. That would have been bad. All right. So this time we had quite a bit more time left over. So Let us sell the Royal Tiara. Go back to Sly and steal the last piece of art that's inside Prague. If this doesn't get me enough coins to get the last of the items, then I'll just grab some stuff to sell here and there, and then we'll do that. This shockwave, this spin attack works very well. Thank you. It's not where I needed to go, but thank you. Gonna take you out. I've not missed these buzzard guards, that is quite certain. I don't like these buzzard guards. Out of all the enemies in the game, they're one of my least favorite ones. Alright. Go up over this way. And we're gonna need to paraglide our way over to there, so I'm gonna have to get up a little bit higher. Getting up high enough. If this takes too much time, then I may end up doing some cuts here and there. But let's get to... That plane just died. Just crashed into the wall. Right. Now let us take this back. Luckily it's not booby trapped, so unlike the other pieces of fine art we've had to deal with. Who's gonna hide behind this tank? I haven't missed these tanks either. Pretty much, if I were to list my least favorite chapter in the game, it would probably be Chapter 5. I just don't like Prague that much. I'm sorry, people from the Czech Republic. Crystal vase. And we are done with Prague. So, let us exit to the episode menu. And let us head off now towards Canada. So back to Canada we go. For He Who Tames the Iron Horse. I spent very little time in He Who Tames the Iron Horse. Like, very little time. Not that I'm complaining. Now, the problem is, I don't remember... Well, I remember where one of the pieces of fine art is. I don't remember where the other ones are. So I'll be cutting for this one where the pieces of fine art are and then taking them back to the safe house. So, cutting ahead real quick. All right, I'm back. One of the pieces of fine art is inside this cave right here. Unfortunately, we have to deal with these bears as well. So watch out for the bears. If the bears hit you, they will cause you to lose it. And this one's booby-trapped, so we have 45 seconds to get back to the safe house. Usually it's a little bit of amount of time. I'm gonna just avoid the bears. Whoa, that was close. Gotta hurry back to the safe house. Come on, baby. We can make it. We can make it. We got 17 seconds. We got this. There we go. And let's sell the medium gold nugget that I picked. And that. So now we can buy the temporal lock. Which means all that's left is the Diablo Fire Slam. And then we will have every single move in the game except for whatever's in the final safe. Once we get that final safe, then we will have everything in the game and we'll be close to getting 100%. Another medium nugget. I'm going to need to grab quite a bit of these. So the next piece of fine art, this one I know where it is located as opposed to the other ones, is on the top of the mountain. So what we need to do is we need to go up there. Oh, geez, Carmelita's still in Canada. I did not realize Carmelita was still inside Canada. Ooh, boy. Ooh, this could be bad. you have anything in your pockets? You have coins. So that explains why we haven't seen Carmelita for a while. She's still in Canada. Okay, so that explains a lot. There we go. Now, I don't know if Arpeggio's blimp has any fine art. It probably does. Now for the bell, which doesn't have a timer on it, thank goodness. Although I could have just paraglided on down this way anyway, so it doesn't really matter. All right, so let's get this crystal bell where we need to sell it. All right, the crystal bell is ours. And we should have one more piece of fine art left inside this area, I believe. If not, then there might only be two. There's one area I can check where it is that I think would be there. Hi, Carmelita. Is she gonna take on the tank? I was about to say, is she gonna take on the tank? She's not gonna win. Oh, you have something for me to steal. I need this. Sapphire. Perfect. Silent obliteration. No piece of fine art here. I know the next area has 4, so it might just be that there's no other pieces of fine art. I don't remember guards being right here. So I'll look around a little bit. If I can't find anything, then I'll assume that I've gotten all the pieces of fine art inside of here, and we'll move on to another part of Canada to get the fine art from there. So, cutting ahead real quick. All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. Managed to find the last piece, which is right here. So, let's take this back to the safe house. And there's Carmelita again. So, let us take this back to the safe house, and this is the last piece of fine art that is inside of this part of Canada. The next area we're gonna go to is the next part of Canada. So, let's sell this. 2 sapphires and that. So we almost have enough of the Diablo Fire Slam, so we're done here. So let us exit to the episode menu, and now we're gonna head off towards Canada, where I already stole 1 piece of fine art, so we're gonna steal the rest of the fine art. Whoops. Thought I could skip that. Keep thinking I can skip that, but I can't, and that annoys me. Now, if I remember correctly, there is 1 piece that is in front of Jean Bisson's house. So we have that one that we can get. And that'll probably get us enough to get the Diablo Fire Slam. Then we will... Ooh, I can steal from you. Even though I technically don't need it. Oh, I definitely don't need this. Alright. So we go to Jean Bisson's house. We steal that piece. And I believe that piece isn't going to be booby-trapped in front of Jean Bisson's house. Alright. Those look quite dangerous. Right, take you out. And yep, this piece is not booby-trapped. So let's get back to the safe house in 1 piece. Oh, you have something for me to steal, but there's the bear. Grizzle face. All right. No one sees me. Good. Now, there is more I believe this is the last of the fine art. I might have missed some in Paris, but I don't think I missed any in Paris. If I did, then I'll go back to Paris just in case. So for all we know, this might just be a fine art collecting episode because, I mean, even though it doesn't add to your percentage, I still consider this part of the game. Jade, and we can buy the Diablo Fire Slam. So there we go. That's every power-up in the game, and we should get a trophy for the Diablo Fire Slam if I remember correctly. Yep, you look great in pink. So that's for purchasing the Diablo Fire Slam. That is the last of the abilities that are inside the game. We have one more piece of fine art that's located somewhere around here. I don't exactly know where. So I'm gonna cut until I find this last piece of fine art. So cutting ahead real quick. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I found the final piece of art that is inside of the Canada region, which is this one right here. So let us head on over this way. Gotta get back to the safe house. Gotta hurry back because kind of got a short timer on this one. And I don't like having this short of a timer. Oh, this one's gonna be close. Okay, maybe not that close, but there we go. That's all of them for Canada, which means all that's left is Anatomy for Disaster, which does have 3, as I have found out. And just in case, I'm going to go and check Paris right now to see if Paris has any. So, to Paris! Aha! Ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and it turns out there is fine art in Paris I missed, such as this vase on the side of Dimitri's old thing. I can't even think of the name of it. Disco Club. Sure, why not? We'll just call it Disco Club. So if there's art there, then that means there's going to be one more thing of art inside of Paris. Because every single area has 3. Paris has 4 if you count the golden painting. That's a one-time only thing when we bugged his office all the way back. What was that, episode 2? No, that was episode 3 or 4. Which means there's going to be one more piece of fine art hidden around here, so I'm going to go and try and find that. So, cutting ahead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I found it where we found the old chalice. It's right here, inside where the disco turntable area is, as you can see. There was also another piece of fine art right there, but I originally stole that one. So, with this, all that will be left is the fine art in Anatomy for Disaster. So, we are just about done. Gonna just... Oh, lost the fine art. Should have gone the other way. Of course I would lose the last piece of fine art in Paris. Yeesh, are they still going after me? Apparently they are. Okay, now they're not. Alright, let us head back to the safe house, and then we will head back to Anatomy for Disaster. Really, this episode is helping me see how far we've come in Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Because I remember all the way back from when the first episode, when we were first collecting bottles that were hidden around the area. We've come a long way. And home free. So that's all the fine art in Paris. So with that, we're off to Anatomy for Disaster. So let's go. All right, so back in Anatomy for Disaster, we're going to be getting ourselves the last of the loot, or as I like to call it, fine art, in the game. And then we will probably end off the episode, and then next episode we will go and basically grab all the remaining bottles because, yeah, I mean, this is quite a bit of stuff that we've been doing this episode, to say the least. 2 large gold bar. I don't even know why I'm pickpocketing anymore. I don't need to. I have all the moves in the game. Except for whatever's inside the last safe, of course. So let's try and find where the pieces of loot are. And meanwhile, Clockla's circling around the area. Alright, so is there a piece of fine art here? No, there's a bottle. And we've got ourselves these things. Got a medium necklace. One of these days I will get a large necklace. There we go. You know what? Actually, what is the feral pounce? Put that on the L2 button. Oh, it's basically a dive. Why does that require a thing? Well, I need to find the fine art, and it looks like I found... No, that's not a piece of fine art. So, tell you what. I'm going to be cutting until I find the loot for this place. Because this is a very big place. So, cutting ahead. Okay, there's our first piece of loot. And of course there's a bird that's guarding it. So take you out. And this is booby trap 2. We gotta hurry back. Come on, baby, we can make it. Not getting hit, not getting hit, not getting hit. Mine. This is my loot. My loot, you hear? Mine. So the golden vase is ours, so that means we have 2 left. And then we get to end off the episode. Meanwhile, there is Clockla in all of her menacing glory. Is it me, or is Clockwork's frame seem a little bit smaller than it did last time? It's probably just me. So, let us go and find the next piece of fine art. So, cutting ahead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I've managed to find myself another piece of fine art. This one is booby-trapped. So, we're going to have to head back down and get back to the safe house. So once we're done with this one, there will be only 1 piece of fine art left in the entire game, and then we just need to collect the bottles, and then pretty much 100% will be guaranteed. And this is like true 100%, because these pieces of art that I'm collecting don't count towards your total for percentage. Okay, nope. Murray, we have some guys out front. Could you possibly take them out? Thanks. All right, so 1 piece left, and I'm gonna go and find it. So, cutting ahead. Aha. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. I have found the final piece of fine art that is on Arpeggio's blimp. Now the problem is, I just need to get to it. Now okay, there we go. Oh, nope. There we go. And the final piece of fine art is right here. And lo and behold, it's booby-trapped. So let's head back to the safe house for the last time, and then we will end off this episode. This has been going on for quite a bit on my recording end, and I don't like it whenever I'm recording for too long, because then skipped frames start happening, and skipped frames are not fun. Not fun in the slightest. All right. Let us head on back. We got 46 seconds. We are doing just fine. Take care of you so then you don't hit me or something. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is every piece of fine art within the game. Now, there was a couple that I didn't show off, and those were mainly inside of other areas. But for the most part, it's pretty self-explanatory when you find one. Just look in the area and you will be able to grab the fine art, take it back to the safe house, and you'll be all set. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it off right here. This has been Roxas1359. Next time, it's the final bottle hunt. See you all next time.